Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am glad that you decided to learn programming with us, AHC Cooperation. What this course serves is the ability to be able to teach you how to program in Java, specifically like ways to program in Java, features in Java, as well as showing you like the underlying details behind Java. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing to keep in mind is that every time you program, you need something to program in, which is known as an IDE, or some people refer to it as a software. So, in order to be able to code, you need a software to be able to write code and run code and be able to see the output of your code. So the software that we'll be using is this software that you need to be able to download and have it downloaded and follow the steps that I tell you in order to download it. If you have this software already downloaded, that's great. You could probably skip this video and move on to the next video. If not, keep watching this video and I'll tell you specifically how to download every single files that you need and how to be able to have this software and IDE running and ready to go. So the first thing you want to do is be able to come here onto Google, and what you're gonna type is JGrass. So JGrass is the software that I use that will be able to. Oops. JGrass is the software that I use that will be able to run my program. People use other softwares. You can use other softwares, but I specifically prefer JGrass, which I will explain why I chose it because it has many great features such as debugging as well as viewing your output and being able to like view the state of your code, which I will talk about in another video. But go ahead and download, type in JGrass onto Google, and then click here JGrass homepage, which will hopefully bring you to this page if you follow the step correctly. Then what you want to do is go here, click download JGrass. So what this will do is it will take you to the page that you could be able to download this software known as JGrass. What you will see is you'll see a bunch of features and bundles. You could ignore them. Just what you want to do is hover over here and like look at this box right here, which will tell you specifically how to download JGrass and how I want you to download JGrass. So what you want to do is download the software that you are using. In my case, I'm using Windows, so I'll go ahead and click Windows. If you're using Mac, you want to click Mac. If you're on Linux or like a Unix system or other systems, you can click this right here. Um, and then what you're gonna do is you will open it, and then it will start the process of downloading. You want to make changes to this file, yes. And so yeah, that downloaded very fast. You click next. I agree. Next. You could put it any folder that you want. I'm just gonna keep the default, and then you want to go ahead and install it. I would just keep the default changes. Um, so yeah, that's gonna install JGrass. So while that's being installed, which that was very fast, I can just click finish. So that's the first part, installing JGrass. The next part is installing the Java compiler. Because we will be writing code in Java, we need to be able to run Java code and have a way to have a compiler that runs Java code and tells IDE to run it. So in order to do that, you will go ahead and type Java download, and it will basically bring you to a window. By default, it has the default of your system. So in my case, it says download Java for Windows. If you're on Mac, it'll say download Java for Mac. You'll click that first link that shows up. And what you will do is, as you can see, it already has the default of my system because I'm on Windows. So what you will do is you'll click here, download Java. And this will basically install Java for you. And you can go ahead and do the same thing as you did with the first one, which it will open up and say yes. It will install a Java runtime, which I'll explain later. And yeah, click install. I would keep the defaults, like I'm not going to change the destination. And so yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully you're able to download this. And I apologize if you run into any issues. I'm unable to help you on a video. You probably have to look it up and find what error you're having and how to fix it. But if everything goes well, let's go ahead and test it. So what you want to do is close it. And what you will do is you'll type JGrass, and as you can see, this is what just got downloaded. And if I open it, click open, it basically opens up this screen right here. Probably yours is going to be white. Mine is black. Sometimes the default is white. Sometimes the default is black. But if you're seeing the screen that I'm seeing, where it says File, Edit, View Project, Setting, Tools, and something that looks like this, you've done all these steps correctly, and you're ready to move on. With that being said, this will conclude our video, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you were able to install the software that we will be using throughout this course in learning Java. Thank you again, and I'll see you in another video.